What's good, cuz? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm bringing you guys a new series here on the channel. We are doing our way too early NFL predictions for 2021 and 2022. I'll explain how that's going to work in a little bit, but the first thing I want to go over, guys, thank you so much for the support on the video on Tom Brady. That video is doing so well right now. At the time of recording, we were over 50,000 views, and I think I've gained over 80 or so subscribers. So if you guys are watching this video and you came from the Tom Brady video, thank you guys so much. Welcome to the channel. This is the first video you guys are seeing of me on camera. My name is Vinny. I'm so happy you guys are now joining me on the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the content that you guys will be seeing on the channel, but this is more like the videos we'll be doing. You know, I'll be in front of the camera doing some NFL content, some Madden content, stuff like that. So welcome. But with that being said, if you guys want to see more videos like that, please let me know down in the comments below. You guys want to see more montages, stuff like that, real NFL content. I'll try to bring you guys, I think, one a month. I think that would be good. The thing is with those videos, it's so hard. You know, sometimes you get into copyright trouble, and we don't want to see any of that. We don't want to get any copyright strikes on the channel. So I think one a month would be good. So if you guys have any ideas of who you guys would like me to do next, me and my editor are going to put together another video of those, you know, in the next month. Make sure to go show him some love down in the comments below. So he worked a ton on that video. It was very hard. You know, we tried our best to put that video together, and, you know, it delivered and it did so well. I know you guys liked it. So go show him some love on Twitter and all his social medias as well, which will be in the description. But let's talk about today's video. So like I said, we are doing our NFL way too early 2021 and 2022 predictions. We are going to go by division. Today we are going to start off with the NFC East, and we're going to go over the Giants, Cowboys, Eagles, and football team schedules and how they're going to be doing. We'll see who will win the division. And then what I want to do also after the fact of these prediction videos, I am going to pair each prediction video with a Madden video, and we will be doing the best NFC or AFC blank division team in Madden. So the next video you guys will see, I will be using all these teams in Madden 21, and we'll be grading them and seeing which team we think is the best team in Madden 21. But that is the longest intro I've ever recorded, you know, on the channel. But if you guys are excited for the video, please do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by the beginning of March. If you guys can help me do that, that would be awesome. But without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get it.
Minika, watch me on Twitch, ooh, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, red button beaming. Let's get that sub count, take over YouTube, ooh, we teaming. My content so hot, ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Ooh, yeah, I'm steaming, red button beaming.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going over our NFC East 2021-2022 year predictions. Every team in the NFC East, we are going to see how they will fare in the 2022 NFL season. We're making our way too early predictions. Free agency hasn't even really happened yet. Trades haven't even gone down. The draft hasn't happened. So these are our very early predictions without any of that stuff. So basically, we're taking how they ended off the year last year, and then they're still to start off the year basically the same without any additions, how I think they would do. Hopefully we'll remake this video later in the year when we get closer to the season. I know we have like 6-7 months until the next NFL season, which stinks, but we're gonna make our way too early predictions. I'm obviously not gonna be 100% right, so don't yell at me in the comments. I'm not a professional NFL game picker. We're just trying to have some fun here and see how we think teams are gonna do in the 2021-2022 NFL season. We'll be doing one video per division, so there's gonna be 8 videos in total. We'll start off with the NFC East today. We'll work through the rest of the NFC. Then we will go to the AFC. Also, like I said in the intro, we'll be doing Madden videos accompanied by the prediction video. So how it's going to work, I want to do Madden and real life NFL videos back to back. So we're doing an NFC East prediction video today for all 4 NFC East teams, the Giants, the Cowboys, the football team, and the Eagles. So the video that you guys will see after this one is going to be a Madden video, and we will be playing with all 4 of those teams in Madden and seeing which of those teams is the best Madden team in the NFC East, and we will do that for all 8 divisions as well. So if you guys are excited, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. It's the first video seeing from me. I'll greatly appreciate it, but let's get started. Okay, so I am a Giants fan, so it's only right, I'm sorry, to start off with the New York Football Giants going a perfect 16-0 in the 2021-2022 NFL season. Daniel Jones Jones leading us to the Super Bowl, winning over the Kansas City Chiefs, probably who I'm going to predict to go to the Super Bowl as it stands right now. But that's it. Giants 2022 NFL Super Bowl champions. Let's get it. Okay, so I'll throw a picture on the screen for you guys for the schedule of who the Giants will be playing right off the bat. This is the first time looking at the schedules. They're going to be going up against the AFC West division and the NFC South division, which are two very difficult divisions. They could be argued as the top two. Actually, probably the AFC West isn't as hard as the AFC North, but the AFC West have the Chiefs. But there are some teams on the rise in the AFC West, so they could give the AFC North some trouble. But the NFC South is probably the toughest NFC division. Even if Drew Brees retires with the Saints, I still think Tampa Bay, the Saints, Carolina's probably on the rise, and Atlanta, you really just never know with them. They could either destroy you or they'll choke a lead late in the game. You really don't know how they're going to perform, but they're always like a tough game. They're never easy. They're never out of a game, so you never really know. So with that being said, we don't know what weeks each team will be playing the Giants this year. So first we'll start off with the away schedule, and then we will do the home schedule. We have the teams and where they're going to be playing, but we do not have, where the games will be taking place in the season. Okay, so let's start off with the away schedule. Like I said, we're playing the AFC West this year. All the NFC East teams are. So that means we have to go to Kansas City, and that is where we get a loss. So we start off 0-1, but we also go to LA and play the Chargers. And Justin Herbert, if he has another season like he had last year, this will probably be another tough game. Honestly, I'm going to pick us to lose this game as well. They got Derwin James coming back hopefully next year. Justin Herbert's getting a year older. Their offense looked really good with him last year, and our offense I don't think is as good as the Chargers. Our defense is very good, and you never know if they're going to pick up some other pieces over free agency in the draft to stop that high-powered Chargers offense. But honestly, I'm going to pick us to lose that game realistically because we're going to LA. I think we're going to lose, so we start off 0-2. And oh man, it's not getting any easier. This away schedule is tough. This is not starting off well. We got to go to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers, the Super Bowl champions, and Tom Brady, who will definitely be back this year. And that's going to be another loss. We're not winning that game. We're not beating Tampa Bay. I know we played very well against them this year when they came to New York, but they're a whole different team since then. And they'll probably bring a lot of the pieces back. They might lose Shaq Barrett. They might lose a couple other of their cornerbacks, but they might lose Ndamukong Suh. But for the most part, they're bringing that offense back. Maybe Chris Godwin's gone, but they got Tom Brady, they got Gronk, they got Mike Evans. They're gonna probably keep Antonio Brown. They're gonna probably keep Leonard Fournette. We're not beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're 0-3. Okay, now this one's interesting. We have the New Orleans Saints, and right now we're 0-3, so the Giants need a win. Do they get a bold win on the road? I don't know. It really is going to depend on who's playing quarterback for the Saints. Is it going to be Drew Brees? Is he retiring? Is it going to be Jameis Winston? Or is it going to be Taysom Hill? If it's Taysom Hill, I say our defense shuts Taysom Hill down. They probably get some good plays with the Wildcat formations and stuff like that here and there with some runs. Obviously, he can run. But I think we would beat Taysom Hill if he was a starter. Jameis? Also, if he's still a turnover machine, we haven't really seen him play a full game this year, so we don't know if he's still a turnover machine. But if Drew Brees isn't playing, I'm going with a bold prediction, and I'm saying we beat the Saints, and we're starting 1-3. Next, we have the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears, I'm going to say we get our revenge this year on them. Who's going to even be at quarterback for them? Are they going to trade for Carson Wentz? Are we going to play Carson Wentz not in our division this year? Are we going to play Mitch Trubisky? Are we going to play Nick Foles? But I think that defense is getting a little bit older there in Chicago, and their offense is suspect. They're going to lose Allen Robinson most likely. So they're probably not going to be able to put up any points. I say we beat the Bears 2-3. Move on to Dallas, and I think we're good to go 1-1 with the Cowboys. If they bring back Dak Prescott, which is what we're going to go off in this video, I think they should have Dak back this year. If they don't, then we have to change it probably later in the season. But I say we lose to the Cowboys in Dallas, but we'll probably beat them at home, but we'll get to that in a second. We're going to Philadelphia, and I think after last year, I think we had Philly's number, and I think we're going to beat them on the road. I'm done with that bold prediction. I say we win. We're 3-4 right now away, and we had the football team's number as well. If Alex Smith is still at quarterback, I say we beat them as well. We're 4-4 on the away schedule. Okay, next we have our home schedule, 8 more games, and we start off with the Atlanta Falcons. I never know how to predict the Falcons, but I'm saying that we beat Atlanta this year. They have a new coach. Who knows how they're going to play? Is Julio Jones a little bit older? I know Calvin Ridley's a beast. What's going on with Matt Ryan? Is he a little bit older? Is he still going to be able to play very well at a high level? Who knows? I'm saying we beat the Falcons. I'm saying we beat the Panthers as well. So right now we are, what are we? We're 4-4. Okay, we're 6-4. We're 6-4. Not bad. Not bad. 10 weeks into the season. I'm honestly going to say we're going to lose to the Raiders. I have a feeling we're going to lose to the Raiders for some reason. If they still have Derek Carr, which they should, I think their offense was ridiculous last year. They just choked the Raiders for some reason towards the end of the season. So if we play them early in the season, I say we lose. If we play them later in the season, I say we win. But I'm going to mark them down as a loss. I say we're 6-5. I say we beat Drew Lock and the Broncos. I don't think Drew Lock is very good. He has his games where he performs well, but honestly, I don't think he's very good. That defense is getting older. I think we win this game. So we're 7-5. We're losing to the Rams. Matthew Stafford on the Rams is going to be a whole different animal. That offense is going to be way better, and their defense is probably going to be the best in the league still with Ramsey and Donald. So I say we lose that. We're 7-6. I said we get revenge on the Cowboys, so that's what we're going to get right here. We're going to get the win against the Dallas Cowboys and go 8-6. Do we sweep the Eagles and the Washington football team? I say no. I say we're going to lose to at least one of them. And if I had to put money on it, I'm actually going to say the football team. I'd say we sweep the Eagles. I know Eagles fans are going to go crazy in the comments. I say we sweep the Eagles, but we lose to the football team at home. Which is weird because we beat them away, we lost at home. Maybe that could flip-flop, I don't really know. But I say we go 1-1 with the football team, 1-1 with the Cowboys, and we beat the Eagles 2-0 in the series for the year, which brings us to a total of 9-7 for the New York Football Giants. Let's see if that takes the division. Okay, up next, we're doing the Philadelphia Eagles. I realize I took a ton of time going over the Giants schedule. I apologize. I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. I want to make sure you watch the whole thing, so I am going to go a little bit quicker. I'm not going to give too much analyzation into these games because it's still way too early. There's going to be way more players changing teams, so I'm just going to run through these a little bit quicker, hopefully for you guys, so you guys don't have to watch it like a 30-minute video. Hopefully it'll be like 15 to 20 minutes at the most. But we are going with the Eagles schedule now, and they don't have a cool picture like the Giants, so they're already starting off bad. I gotta get this off this weird website. I don't even know the name of the website, but we don't even have any of the cool pictures. We just have like this list here, so whatever. Okay, let's do the Eagles schedule. Okay, start off with the Atlanta Falcons. They're going to Atlanta, and I say they lose this game. The Falcons will probably win. Their defense played really good at the end of the year. I'm gonna say Atlanta beats the Philadelphia, especially if Matt Ryan, Julio Jones are still gonna play at a good level. They're going to Carolina, and I say they actually win this game. I say they beat the Panthers, and they start off 1-1. They are going to Dallas. Obviously, the Cowboys always, I wouldn't say always. The Cowboys usually have the Eagles number, though, especially in Dallas. They blew them out, actually, in Dallas towards the end of the year this year. And I'm going to say it's going to be some of the same, especially if Dak is back. The Eagles might be the worst team in this division this year. I'm not going to lie. If Dak is playing for the Cowboys, I think the Eagles probably the worst team in the division. All right, so I think they lose to Dallas. In Dallas, they're going to Denver. So it's a little bit more of a challenge than the Giants had when Denver's coming to them. I think going to Denver and playing in Denver is an underrated home field advantage. Like, that might be the hardest home field advantage to play against, especially if there's a packed crowd there. Because they get in your head, and that altitude's pretty crazy. So I'm going to say the Eagles lose this game. Jalen Hurts, first time going there. He might not be used to the altitude and stuff like that, so I'm gonna say they go 1-3 to start. Okay, all right, so they're 1-3 to start off the Eagles. We have the Detroit Lions next, and I'm going to say the Lions will be one of the worst teams in the league next year. So I'm going to give the Eagles a win here pretty easily. I don't think the Lions will be a good team at all next year, so I think they're just going to win it. Obviously, I picked the Giants to win and sweep the Eagles, so I am going to obviously pick the Giants here and go 2-4 for the Eagles. They're going to the Vegas Raiders. I think they lose that game as well. Like I said earlier, Raiders play well early in the season, like every year for some reason, but when they get later into the season, they don't play as well. But they played well at home this year in Vegas in that new stadium, and hopefully they'll be able to get a full crowd in there. If they do that, that would bring a crazy home field advantage for them. That would be nice. So I say they beat the Eagles here. The Eagles are 2-5 to start. Okay, so now they have the Cowboys coming to Philadelphia. I'll give the Eagles a split here. I think they actually play well against the Cowboys in Philadelphia. Like the Cowboys play good against the Eagles in Dallas. And I like Jalen Hurts, though. I feel like he'll definitely steal them some wins. I don't think they're going to be a good team next year. I don't know. I feel like they're going to lose a lot of pieces. It depends on what they do in the draft. If they get Devontae Smith, though, then that might be a little bit of a different story because that man's going to be a beast. Even if they get Jamar Chase, he'll also be a beast. They need that stud receiver, so that'll help them. But I don't think it really helps them that much this year, but it will in the future. So I'm going to go with them getting a win here against the Cowboys in Dallas and then losing to the Giants. because obviously the Giants are going to sweep them in my prediction for the Giants. So right now the Eagles are 3-6. This site has the team as the Washington Redskins. That is not correct. Obviously, they are the Washington football team. So the Washington football team, defense gave the Eagles trouble last year. The football team actually beat them both games, and they beat them once with Wentz and once with Hurts. I know that last game of the season, literally on that Sunday night, that was fraudulent. What happened with that game when Doug Peterson was pulling Jalen Hurts? So I don't even know if I count that one. That was fraudulent. I don't know what the heck he was doing. That he was throwing that game. I don't know what that was. But the football team swept the Eagles last year, and I say they'll probably go 1-1 with them this year. I say they go 1-1 with them this year, especially if the football team still has Alex Smith. I just think he's getting older, and he's coming off those. I know he's not coming off those injuries anymore, but he still has to live with them, and it's still hard to play football with those injuries. He's not very mobile. So seeing what the Eagles' defense is, which is pretty okay, it's pretty decent most of the time. So I say they give Alex Smith some trouble. The football team defense though is ridiculously good, so they're definitely going to get one win off the Eagles. So, but I don't think it's going to be the one in Philadelphia. So the Eagles are what? Do I have them at 4-7 right now with 6 games left? No, was that 4-6? I think. We'll review it in a second, but I think it's 4-6. They're losing to the Saints. I know they beat them last year, but they're losing to them this year, so that's 4-7. They're losing to the Buccaneers. That's 4-8. They're losing to the Chiefs. That's 4-9. Do I give them the win against the Chargers is the question. They will play at Lincoln Financial, so that'll be at home. Yeah, I can say they beat the Chargers. I know I have the Chargers beating the Giants, but the Eagles got to get some wins somewhere, and you never know. Maybe Justin Herbert makes some mistakes. I'm going to give him a bold win, maybe Chargers fans would say, against the Chargers here, but I'm going to give them that win. I think that makes them 5-9 overall. And then I don't know what the 49ers are going to be next year. That's going to be just interesting to see. Jimmy G will be back unless they get a different quarterback. They'll get Nick Bosa back, which will be nice. They are losing a lot of free agents probably on their defensive side of the ball. So I don't think it's going to be as good as it was a couple of years ago. I know a lot of people probably thinking the 49ers are going to be like another really good team this year. But they have the worst quarterback in their division, and you never know what Jimmy G is going to do. With that being said, I'm going to go. The Eagles beat them last year. So I'm going to go with that again. And I'm going to pick the Eagles. I'll give them the win here. And then they lose to the football team in Washington. And that makes the Eagles' overall record 6-10. Okay, we're going to do the Washington football team up next. And the football team probably has the hardest schedule this year. Reason being is they won the division last year, which means they play all the division winners from the rest of the NFC, plus the AFC West, plus the whole NFC South. So this is going to be a hard record. It's going to be hard for them to win the division again, but let's see what they got. Okay, so once again, we start off with the Atlanta Falcons, and I think this defense of the football team will be good enough to get them a win in Atlanta. All those guys are getting another year older, on the defensive line for the football team. I think Alex Smith will game manage this game pretty well. I think they win against the Falcons, so they start off 1-0, and I think they beat the Panthers again. The Panthers will probably be a bad team as well. Will they have Teddy Bridgewater playing? If they have Bridgewater, if they don't have Bridgewater, I'm sorry. If they get a different quarterback, if they get a better quarterback than Bridgewater, maybe they win some more games because they got talented receivers. They should steal some games this year. They have DJ Moore. They got Robbie Anderson. Curtis Samuel's good. You got CMC coming back. CMC should definitely win you some games. Their defense still needs some improvement. But they still have some guys there, some playmakers. But really, they need to solve their quarterback situation. Get a new tight end because they have no tight ends. But yeah, I think CMC could probably steal in some games here and there. But I don't think it's against the football team, because I don't think their offense is going to do much. That was an ugly game. I think they played each other last year. That was an ugly game that they played. The Panthers did actually win, but that was because Dwayne Haskins was playing, and he was terrible. Okay, so football team 2-0. I think I had them losing at Dallas already, so that's 2-1. Was it? Did I have that? No, I didn't do Dallas and Washington. I did football team. I'm sorry, I did Eagles and Cowboys. So I think they lose in Dallas, even though they won last year on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna say Dallas probably wins all the division games at in Dallas this year. If they have Dak back, I think they're gonna be an underrated team. I know as a Giants fan, you don't want to see the Cowboys being good, but I think they'll be better next year. But we'll get to them. Okay, so 2-1 for the football team. They're going to Denver again. I'm gonna give them a loss. I might be overrating Denver, in Denver for some reason, but I think they could get the best of them. You're going across the country to play that game, and you don't have a talented offense as it is. You do have McLaurin, you do have Antonio Gibson, but other than that, what do you really have offensively? You're really betting on your defense to win, and like I said, Drew Lock has his weird games where he goes off for some reason, has really good games, and their defense is okay. They are getting older, but they're okay. I'm gonna say football team's 2-2, and like I said, they have to play all the NFC NFC champion of every division. So they got to play the Packers, and they're not winning that game in Green Bay. No chance. 2-3 for the football team. They're going to the Giants. They're losing that game. I already said that in the Giants one, so that's 2-4. The Raiders, they're getting the win against the Raiders. I've been picking the Raiders to win some games against these teams, but they're not winning this. The Raiders are not winning this one. Football team will beat the Raiders in Las Vegas. Doesn't matter. Their defense is very, very good, and we've seen what the Raiders can do against good defenses. They can't do nothing. They played terrible. I think it was against the Falcons. They got destroyed. The Falcons defense is not that good, but they did not play good against that Falcons defense at all, and the football team's defense is way better than theirs. They're going to the Eagles. I have them splitting. So what is that? Is it 3-5 right now to start? Right. We have the Falcons loss. Falcons win. Panthers win. Cowboys loss. Broncos loss. Packers. Yeah. Okay. So 3-5 to start for the football team. Halfway through. Okay, now we have the Cowboys versus football team, but this one's in Washington, and I am picking Washington to split the series with them. So I am going to pick Dallas to win here, and I am going with... I got to try to remember, actually. I feel like I picked the Giants. I think I had them splitting. Yeah, I had them splitting. So that's a win for the football team as well, because they got the loss at New York, but they're going to get the win in Washington. Okay, then you have the Eagles here, and I think they win this game in Washington. So if this is back-to-back-to-back, they go on a 3-game win streak, but I doubt that. They're going to lose to the Saints. Doesn't matter if Drew Brees is playing. Their defense is too good, the Saints, and the Washington football team offense is not very good. So I think that is just how it's going to go. So I think the Saints will win that one, and I think the Buccaneers will beat them as well. It's crazy. I picked this like every single team so far in the NFC East. The Saints will win, Buccaneers will win, and the Chiefs will win too. So you got like 3 losses on your schedule right there for every team. So none of these teams are going to have a great record once again. The Giants were 9-7. Eagles were 6-10. What did I have the football team at? I got to try to like review. I forget now. I'm going to try to read it. Falcons. Okay, so they're 6-8 going into the last 2 weeks. So as it stands right now, Giants are winning the division. Even if this team, the football team, wins both of these games against the Chargers, which they're probably not going to do. I don't think they're going to beat the Chargers, and they almost beat Seattle last year, but Seattle was weird. Do they beat Seattle or the Chargers this year? I'll give them the win against the Chargers, but I'm not giving them the win against Seattle. So Washington football team finishes above the Eagles, less than the Giants, 7-9. Okay, last team of the video, and that is the Dallas Cowboys. And I got to start off by giving the Cowboys props. They're the only NFC East team besides the Giants that have an actual picture with their games instead of having to get them from a site. So you got a cool picture to look forward to. So props to them. I got to give them some points. With that being said, though, it's time to do their schedule. And let's get the standings straight right now. We have the Giants in first place at 9-7. Football team in second place at 7-9. And you have the Eagles at 6-10 in last place. So the division did improve from last year. These teams aren't horrible as they were last year. Football team won, what was it, 7-9? So, or maybe it was 8-8. I don't remember. But the rest of the division was just bad. It was not a good division. But it looks like they're improving a little bit. So let's see what the Cowboys can do. So we'll start off with the away games again. And like I said, we got 3 losses on the schedule for all 4 of these teams. I think I picked the Giants to win against the Saints. But these other teams, Cowboys are not winning against the Bucks. Cowboys are not winning against the Saints. And Cowboys are not winning against the Chiefs. So that's 3 losses right there to start off 0-3. We'll just get those out of the way, and we'll just get improved from there. So now you have the Chargers, and the Chargers are just, I don't know what to think, because I think their offense is just so good, and they have playmakers on their defense that play well, and against this Cowboys offensive line that's getting older, and guys are retiring, and they're not as good. Do the Chargers win? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say the Cowboys get the win here, start off 1-3. That's if they have Dak Prescott. Okay, so with that being said, we have 3 losses already on the schedule, starting with the away games. Cowboys fans, I'm sorry, you're not beating the Bucks, not beating the Saints, not beating the Chiefs. That's basically how it's going to be for all 4 of these teams almost. You're just going to get 3 losses automatically. It's just a hard schedule this year. Next year, you can probably get an easier schedule. You want to play the AFC West, you want to play the NFC South. But I think they win against the Chargers. I'm going to give them the win there if they have Dak. Now, this is all if the Cowboys have Dak. Obviously, Cowboys fans, I don't think you're doing this with Andy Dalton, even though he didn't play horrible. And for some reason, I think the stat was like they averaged 25 points a game last year. And with Dak, the year before that, they averaged like 27 points per game. So it made it seem like it wasn't a big difference, but it is. The leadership is there from Dak, and he's just a better player than Andy Dalton. So with Andy Dalton, you're not going to do as good as I probably predict. I don't even know how good we're going to predict. But with Dak, you're definitely going to get a couple more wins I would give you than if you had Andy Dalton. I'm going to go with a loss against Minnesota here. Minnesota's very unpredictable, but don't forget 2 years ago, they were like a 10-6, 11-5 team. I don't remember exactly their record, but they were like 10-6, 11-5, top wild card team, marched into New Orleans, beat the Saints with Drew Brees and Michael Thomas on that crazy season that they had. They're a good team. Dalvin Cook is obviously one of the best running backs in the league. Justin Jefferson, breakout season from him. Adam Thielen, another good receiver. And Kirk Cousins plays okay if you get the play action going. And I know the Cowboys did beat Minnesota last year, and they have to go back to Minnesota. It's not even in Dallas this year, but I think Minnesota's going to get their revenge if they can step up on the defensive side of the ball this year and try to get back to form the way they were. So I'm giving them the win there. So Cowboys are 1-4. Away, I had them losing to the football team. They're going to split with them, so they're going to go 1-5. And then again, they're going to lose to the Giants. They're going to split with them, and they're going to go 1-6. And again, they're going to split with the Eagles. So away games, not good. You're going to win one away game in this prediction. Will that probably happen? Probably not. You'll probably win another game or two away. Like, you're probably not going to go 1-7, but if you do, come back to this video and be like, yo, how the heck did you know that? But I'd probably say you win one or two more games away. I just don't know which ones they're going to be. It's too early to tell. So I'm going 1-7 just based off last year. Let's do the home games. I think you have a good amount of wins here. So I think you had the win against the Giants, win against the Eagles, win against the football team. We'll just do those off the bat. So you're 4-7, right? Arizona destroyed you guys last year at home in that Monday night game, but you didn't have Dak Prescott. You had Andy Dalton. And this year, you're going to have Dak Prescott back. Hopefully he's going to be in Dallas, because I like watching the Cowboys with Dak. Good guy, good player. And we'll see if Zeke comes back to form at all. Like, he doesn't have any burst anymore. Tony Pollard, I like. He's got burst, good change of pace. We'll see what Zeke is next year. But you got those three stud receivers. You could win a ton of games with them. You can put up tons of points with CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, and Michael Gallup. There's three studs. You guys got to be putting up points every time you guys touch the ball. Unless your defense improves and gets you some stops. We'll see. But I think you guys beat the Cardinals this year. I think you bounced back. And I say you beat the Raiders too. So right now, you went from being 1-7 away to being, 5-0 at home. So right now, you're 6-7 overall. So you're not looking too bad. Now you have the last three games of the season. You know, we don't have the schedule, so we don't know what weeks. But the last three games you guys are going to have. You're going to have the Broncos, Falcons, and Panthers. I don't see why you guys can't win two of those three games. Which game, especially at home, which games, I don't know. Obviously, last year, you guys had that sick comeback against the Falcons. But the Falcons are always unpredictable. And if I had to say which loss you're going to get in this pack here, I'm going to say it's going to be the Falcons. I'm going to say you probably beat the Broncos and you beat the Panthers. But I'm going to say you lose to the Falcons under that new coaching staff. We don't know what to expect. But Matt Ryan's still there. And this man was an MVP. I know it was a few years ago, but he's still a good player. And Julio Jones is still there. Calvin Ridley's a beast. They want that revenge for that comeback next year. Don't be surprised if they come in and just destroy you guys. I wouldn't be surprised, to be completely honest. So that makes the Cowboys 8-8. So the Giants, let's go over the review of the standings. You guys can say I'm biased, whatever you want in the comments, but I think the Giants will be the best team in the NFC East next year. So I'm going with them being 9-7, Cowboys 8-8. Football team 7-9, and the Philadelphia Eagles will finish in last place in the NFC East at 6-10. So a tight division, probably one that anybody could win again next year like it was this year, but hopefully an improvement from the teams because they did not play well this year. But that is going to do it for my predictions, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you guys agree with some of my predictions. Obviously, it's way too early to tell. No free agency, no draft, no trades, nothing like that happened yet. So you never know what is going to happen in the next few months before the season. We have a long way to go, so these are very early predictions, so do not hate me in the comments, please. But make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Like I said, the next video that will be coming out will be the Madden version of this video. We will be doing the best NFC East team in Madden. I'll be playing one game each online with each NFC East team and seeing how we do, and we're going to grade them and see how we do in Madden and think about which team I like the best and which team I feel the best in Madden 21. And then after that, we will do another NFC prediction. I don't know which division I will be doing. Maybe I'll post it on Twitter, so make sure to go follow me on my social medias, and maybe we'll decide which division we're going to be doing on Twitter over there. So make sure you guys follow me. There's a ton of content over there on Twitter. Make sure to follow my Twitch as well. I want to get back into streaming. I haven't been doing that in a little bit, but if you guys want to see me stream some Madden, maybe I'll stream the video. That'd be a pretty cool idea. Maybe one of these days we'll do that. But I hope you guys, will follow me over there. That would be awesome. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.